Hey guys, how we doing? This week's tip, I'm going to tell you a little bit about circle hooks and how I like to use them and what works for me. I really like them when I'm suspend fishing for catfish or drifting for them. I'm not a huge fan of them when I'm bank fishing, but they are highly effective. I prefer an octopus hook when I'm bank fishing, but here are the few things that might help you out. You can get circle hooks offset, but if you don't get them offset, I like to offset them. And I'll take a pair of pliers and I'll just end it out. You ain't gotta do a lot. And what that does, it causes a little deeper gap, so it gives like more gap to get them in the mouth, in the corner of the mouth. Circle hooks are designed to get the catfish or whatever game fish you're using them for in the corner of the mouth, which helps really eliminate gut hooking, so you can release the fish back. And one of the biggest things I see a lot of guys do when they use these circle hooks is over in that dadgum hook, right through the middle of that bait. Don't do that. So what's going to happen is when that fish runs, the hook is going to roll on itself and it's going to bury itself back in the bait, and you're going to miss them. What I like to do is I'll just run it just barely right underneath the back, but enough where you're not going to throw it off. And guys, don't worry, catfish are not hook shy. Sorry about that. So they're not going to spook. And one other thing that's important, whenever you run that hook there, a lot of times you're going to get a scale or something on that hook. Make sure you get that scale off. And if I'm using a headpiece, I'll just run that hook just right there. And circle hooks are designed to set themselves. So what you're going to watch is when you're fishing, and you're going to let that rod tip just load up. And when that thing loads up, you do not have to set the hook. Just start cranking down. And that hook, what it'll do, it'll roll over and it'll get the cat right in the corner of the mouth or whatever game fish you're fishing for. It's like these things are highly effective and it really eliminates the gut hooking problem. And one thing too is when I tie my circle hooks, I'm a big believer in the snell knot. So what that does, that keeps that hook, it'll turn it straight so it'll do its job properly. And that's just a few tips I like to use about circle hooks. Before we go, it's winter time, you guys are getting bored. Here's some of my live streams you guys can watch in the evening from 7 p.m. Central and 8 Eastern. They are live stream catfish shows. On Monday nights, you have Catfish Weekly. Tuesday night, you have Muskrat Adventures. Wednesday night, you have Patriot Catfish of America. Thursday, you have the Bait Shop. And then right after that, at 8 p.m. is Panfish Weekly. Great show. Then you have Friday night, Catfish and Crappie. Then Saturday night, you have the Fishing Shack. And Sunday night, you have Palm Cats. And right after that, you have the Avid Fishermen. And what are these guys? These are just a great bunch of people. They discuss fishing tactics, tips, just give each other a lot of grief. I mean, just a really great show. And particularly Patriot Catfish in America, he helps a lot of veterans. He's just an outstanding show. So tune in on things, and they're on YouTube, so you have to subscribe. So make sure you subscribe to these guys. And that's every week. So if you guys get bored, need something to watch, and a lot of these guys, they'll have guests every week too. So it's a really good show to watch, if you guys get bored. But tune in, and I'll see you guys next time.